Hello. What's up, guys? Thanks to the resub, Shadow Tricks. Hi, everyone. Thinking about any Hello Kitty today. Actually, Hello Kitty was not on my mind today. I'm sorry. Thanks to the resub, Shadow Veil Beast. Hi, everyone. I am the best streamer in the world. Thanks. Thanks, paid chatter. But yeah, hey guys. What's up? Thanks for the sub, Durbutter. Thanks, Immunonics. You at least have BBQ? What? What do I have BBQ for? Why would I be having BBQ? Thanks, resub, Ditarian. See the force seam? Oh, I didn't actually. Hold on. Was there a new thing? Is it in video discussions or something? Where is it? Is it in glitch hunting? Oh, here. That's neat, I guess. I wasn't invited to the BBQ, rip. Saw me crush that game show? Thanks, it was so easy. So bad when you have to watch YouTube because Twitch is a busted mess. Yeah, is Twitch messing up? Ease with all the layups. Dude, they were giving me everything. They were so nice to me. But yeah, hope you guys are doing alright. We're gonna play the game again today. Been watching for many years now. I wonder what keeps me interested in speedrunning this with OT. Just the variety and new stuff being found all the time. Cause the game, if the game was just, you know, the same as it always was, I would probably not play it a lot, but we find new stuff all the time. There's a lot of different categories. Well, yep. There's new stuff found. I mean, literally, we've had a new thing found yesterday. You know, lots of different categories, lots of different challenges we can do, randomizers. There's just a lot to do in this game, and there keeps being more new stuff to do. I think there's not a lot of games that I could play this much, because I don't think anything else nearly comes close to having the variety of OT. But yeah, it's because the game has a lot to offer. What was found yesterday? Walking underwater. Here. I'll do a little re-showcase of it. Look. No iron boots. All you have to do is be on the float precise X position. Because there are 2 water boxes. And this is where they meet. And if you are on the exact center of where they meet, you don't touch either of them. Now do the other one. Fine. Hold on. Need the rock gone. Okay, because I spent 2 hours looking for a setup yesterday, coming from Fairy Fountain, I'll do this one too. Yeah, simply be precise to a billionth of a unit. Is it actually a billionth? Or, oh no. Oh no, I messed it up. Yeah, cause... yeah. I mean, it's obviously a bit more complex than that because... numbers, I don't know how to explain it, but you know. Yeah, I did see the you're not actually perfectly aligned to the float until the side up. Yeah, that's actually so interesting. So hold on. So guys, if you guys were here yesterday while working on this setup, or wait, is it? Yeah, here. So if you guys were here while we were working on the setup, so again, this is float precise, and so the end of this part needs to be 0, 0, 0, because like, even if it shows 1.8, or like 0.25 at the end, it's not actually exactly 0.25, it's like 0.25000001 or something. And we need it to be like exactly 0. And we actually found out, at this point in the setup, we are actually not perfectly aligned, but after the side hop here, we are. And the reason for that is actually crazy. It's because of floating point precision measurements. So like floating points, they are more precise at lower numbers and less precise at higher numbers. And we actually cross a threshold of precision on this side hop. And if we didn't happen to cross that threshold of precision on that side hop, it actually wouldn't work. So it's actually really cool. Yeah, because you passed 256. If we didn't happen to pass 256 there, it wouldn't actually work. Oh yeah, I was at low health. Cue uncommentated Panon video, exactly. Just giving Panenkoic OOT material. Water betrayed me. I can't believe falling from a high height into water didn't actually save me. What the heck? If you fall from really high into water, you should always be safe. That's what video games always taught me. Is there a setup you can try yet? Yeah, the one from Ice Cavern is really simple. Here, let me... Alright, I keep getting distracted. The one from here. Okay, this one? No, not that one. The one from here is super easy. You exit Ice Cavern, you go turn directly left. You do one long roll, so like hold shield and then just press target and A to get one long roll, like this. And then you do 5 neutral rolls. And then you do 1 shield scoot, which is like you hold shield and up, and then you just briefly release shield, so you just move a tiny bit forward. And then you're there. Then you're perfectly on the line. That's all you need. How did runs go yesterday? Runs yesterday were not very good. I got 1 run to Fire Temple and it died, and then a bunch of other runs that never made it to Fire Temple. Thanks, resub Max Chameleon. Do I think Chris Pratt will Hess in the Zelda movie? Probably. I mean, they need some references like that, right? Did I go out for a drink after the stream? I did not. Unless you mean a drink of water. I'm not an MM runner. Yeah, the MM runners, those guys will party hard. How many times have I been thrown off the ledge because of the torch slog? Actually, I think like only once in practice, never in a run. Oh, I actually should save on that death. How dare I not know Beetle's favorite Beetle? Dude, why is everyone getting on me about that? I knew it was the yellow one, I just couldn't remember the name. I knew, like, I just couldn't remember the name specifically. I knew the idea. Man, I gotta start the hover before 10 seconds there. My favorite glitch is always enjoyable to do. Hess. I like hessing. This isn't a randomizer. How observant. Dang. I was trying to see if I can get that to work. I wouldn't have needed it there. Like in a run, I wouldn't have actually done that. I just wanted it because I had extra time and wanted to see if I could do that. Where's Lero Lero and why is Pokemon Go still the best Pokemon game on Switch? Lero Lero is gone because the people demanded it gone. And honestly, Let's Go probably is the best Pokemon game on Switch, which is very unfortunate. Thanks, Resub, Silver Gamer. Pokemon fans excited for 30th and all they're gonna get is red and blue for $40, probably. People always seem to way overestimate anniversaries for games. Like, how often is there actually a big announcement and not just a re-release, a low-effort re-release? They tied Skyward Sword into the 25th. I mean, I guess, but that seemed less intentional. That was just like Skyward Sword happened to be coming out the same year. Not like we specifically want to make a Zelda game for the 25th anniversary. Speaking of which, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they do announce the next Zelda this year. Although probably not specifically related to the anniversary. Yeah, time for Breath of the Wild 3. Think they'll tease it like they did with Tears of the Kingdom and nothing more. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement this year, but not a whole lot of details. But also, part of me thinks they might not do that because they have... I feel like in general, they've been less announcing things way too far in advance. But that also... Zelda might be like the exception to that just because... Yeah, Zelda, exception to cell consoles, exactly. Yeah, the next year I promised during Wii U, that was great. Wasn't it? It was originally 2014, right? And then... Oh, I didn't need that one. It was 2014, and then 2015, and then after Majora's Mask 3D, and then 2016. Yeah, and then TPHD was a sorry. Will I be playing Tomodachi Life Living the Dream? Probably not. Sorry to disappoint you guys. When are we gonna get the weird Pokemon game? The Ditto game? The Ditto Stardew Valley thing? I don't know. No plans. Unless it's maybe if it's good, but probably not anyway. Diet Animal Crossing, yeah. I think the resub windfall. What category do I recommend for beginners? Usually a good beginner category is either Classic Kakariko Defeat Ganon, so that's like the old Deku Tree Wrong Warp to Ganon's Castle, any percent run. That, GSR, or Nocturne RTA. Those are like the typical beginner categories. Yeah, well, I saw that. That's crazy. What a crossover. Wait, he was shilling Pokemon Go too. Nice. Dude. I think this, sorry, I'm low skilled. Couldn't read the beginning of that. Thanks, sorry, I'm low skilled. You don't have to apologize. And thanks for the resub, Hunty. And thanks, Sepio. Sepio. Hope runs go better. You gotta run to the grocery store, so don't do anything cool while you're gone. Okay. Tell me when you're back in the grocery store, and then I can start runs. Guys, I'm actually gonna start runs sooner. Don't say anything, though. No, no quick Hollow Knight rando. Can I PB first try? Got a Warhammer 40k night going after 5. I will try to PB first run. That would be cool. That would be nice. Mario Sunshine rando? What would you even randomize in Mario Sunshine? I guess it's like, is there actually a Sunshine rando? I can't tell if it's a meme. Would it just be like Mario 64 rando where it's just like random star placements and coins or something? Yeah, maybe enemies. Will I spoil you with a little live commentary during low percent MST attempts? Occasionally. I might occasionally chime in with some commentary. But probably not the full thing. How do I get the split times exact every time? I don't. The split times are all done manually. I mean, most of them are during loading zones, so it's easy for me to react to it if I actually remember, but I also forget the splits a lot. Best way to play combo rando? You can really only play combo rando on either emulator or N64, and honestly, I recommend emulator over N64. So yeah, you gotta just stick to an emulator. I use RetroArch. Nothing is really good. RetroArch Mupin Core specifically, but it's pick your poison with N64 emulators. Jiggies of Time. I will play Jiggies of Time once I'm done with this category. Once I'm done with this run. I should have known that wasn't gonna work. Is fire game possible on N64 console? I think if you do some weird manipulation, you can prevent it from crashing. It might not even not crash normally just because the camera's so far away. So I think my gut, I can't say for sure, my gut feeling is probably yes, you can make it not crash. Yeah, RetroArch is just so annoying to configure the first time because there's just a million options. It has option bloat so bad. If Twitch allowed me to get rid of the 1 in ZFG 1, would I? If I could a long time ago, I might have. At this point, probably not. No, there was a time I could have, and I was like a little bit too late. You guys know the story where... So Twitch normally doesn't allow 3-character names, but there was a time where if you like directly knew some of the mods, they could get you a 3-character name. And for a while I wasn't doing it, and then eventually I'm like, okay, you want fine, I'll see what I can do. And then I messaged them and they're like, we don't really do that anymore, sorry, too late. And I was like, oh dang, oh whatever. And then like a week later, XQC got XQC. Which is cool. Yep, I see how it is. There are levels. You know, I don't mind the one in the username that much. What I do mind is when people call me ZFG1. Like if I'm like, I hate that like the streamer awards had me listed as ZFG1. That kind of stuff. That's what makes me mad. The one is silent. You have a whole notepad page of free potential Twitch usernames, says Indecisive Andy. That's an incredibly accurate comment related to the username. Username checks out for sure. Wish the streamer awards mistyped and put 2 1s. That would have been great if they accidentally listed my Twitter as like ZFG11. Yeah, I'm amazed it's still up too. I mean, at this point, I guess nothing will ever happen. It's just there. I mean, it'll probably eventually get hacked by like a crypto bot, and then eventually banned after that. It's just a matter of time until it gets hacked, I guess. Any inactive account given enough time will be hacked by a crypto bot. That late, really? Late. Dude, how am I going so late? Okay, well that's gonna make me late. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude. Okay, now I'm ridiculously early. Yeah, Lero's gone. So sad. Okay, that is +2. That was actually really fast buffering for that section. That might have been the fastest I actually set that up. That was barely any extra buffers. Doing pause buffer reps. Yep, practicing my pause buffering. Okay, I think I can start runs. Did I fix my HDMI cables? I think I know what's going on. It's not necessarily a fix. I lied, I don't actually know what's going on. But I think the answer is don't mess with it. Like, when I think something is going wrong, just don't mess with it. I think it just takes longer than usual and not is actually broken. Can't start running. Yeah, that one guy's in back from the grocery store. You know what? Sorry to guy at the grocery store. He's gonna miss a few minutes. Wait until you hit 99 agility. Okay, Dry. How long is it gonna take to get 99 agility? You're almost there. Alright, we're waiting for Dry, everyone. Patiently waiting for Dry. He's at 92, almost there. Oh man. Yeah, 92. That's only a little bit away. Sorry, I was just stalling, making sure I'm recording and hydrating. Alright, let's get started. No, we're not actually... Oh, whoops, I have to... Hold on, let me reset again. Who is Toshiaki? That is the previous owner of this cartridge. He had that file in file 3. Well, it was originally in file 1. I moved it to file 3. Because I need file 1 for speedruns. I left his file on the cartridge. You would not do the same thing? Why not? Isn't it kind of interesting? Frame late. Can I just do this? No. Used Pokemon cartridges are always interesting. Yeah, I remember as a kid I had an old used Sapphire cartridge that I just stole a bunch of legendaries from. I think the Master Ball too. I was like, oh, I have a spare cartridge. Okay, free Master Ball, free Kyogre, free Rayquaza. Yeah, I was just preserving them. Hey, Pancake. Late. Why do I sound so disappointed to see me? Because I know what's coming. You even had your Wii on today for me? What do you mean by that? Were you... Oh, were you testing things? Please play the game with the 40-minute long boss run back, yeah. It was for Elo, which means by extension it was for me, I see. Thanks for resub, Icy Feather. There we go. Although that was pretty slow. But whatever. Are there such things as slow runs in the OOT community? Well, people will make the joke about slow runs all the time. But for an actual category, I mean, there are runs like low percent that are generally pretty slow paced, but there is no run where the goal is to go slow. "100% glitchless." That's not totally true, but 100% glitchless is kind of... yeah. We need rupee slides. I think we can do without those. It can be pretty interesting in games with actual time limits. That is true. If there's actually a limit, it can be kind of interesting to see how slow you can go. Actually, I guess there was one thing in OOT that kind of fits that, which is the Dampe race. Without glitches, what do you guys think the longest time you can get it in the Dampe race is? I'm specifying without glitches because with glitches it's... until the game crashes / hits the limit on 32-bit number. It's 127. That's how slow you can go in the Dampe race and still finish. At least last time I checked, which was years ago, which may not have been a very thorough check. Maybe I should revisit it. But yeah, with glitches you can make Dampe just go in a circle and just let the timer count up. Not infinitely, because there's a limit. I think on N64, it crashes when it gets to negative numbers, which is past 32,768 seconds. So if you want to count that as the max. Is there a category that requires you to defeat Dark Link? Requires defeating Dark Link? No. Hundo will usually beat Dark Link for long shot. Although technically Dark Link is not required. Maybe someday Dark Link skip will be faster. I guess all flags, sure. Why are the graphics downgraded? This is the N64 version. This is how it's supposed to look. Well, at least not on a CRT without scan lines. You might be used to watching my stream when I play VC or Ship of Orchidian or something, which is much higher resolution than the original N64 version. But this is how it looks on N64. Shut up. Yeah, I didn't pay for the graphics update. I didn't want to do the Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Ocarina of Time, that's why. Nintendo wants to charge me $5 to upgrade this game to 4K. I think not. I could have gone for it, but I hesitated. Okay, it's not 5. Yeah, I go up there for the rupee. I need 20 rupees for later, and that's the best option. Because it's not actually that slow, because it gets me part of the way over to getting a pot anyway. Come on. Okay. I'll take it. That's not it. Alright, it works. Yeah, I did manage to find a setup at the end of the stream yesterday. It wasn't the best setup, but it was, passable. Yeah, it was not 19 hammer swings. It was only 7 jump slashes and 5 backflips. No, it was 2 jump slashes, 5 loops of jump slash backflip, then a side hop and then 2 backflips and then 2 rolls. So it only has, what is that? How many parts is that? 20 parts, 20 part setup. It's not that bad. I mean, unironically, considering it's float precise and not just moving along integers, it's actually pretty good. Is it faster than just going to Ice Cavern? If your only goal was to get the hard piece, honestly, probably yeah. If you actually had to do Ice Cavern, probably not. Hey, View Wildebeest, thanks for the resub. Yeah, sorry, I didn't really want to do 65,000 hammer swings. I mean, that was the next setup I was gonna try. You know, if things didn't work out, I was definitely gonna do 65,000 hammer swings next. Yeah, the entire reason Child has to get hammer is to meet Zelda. That sounds weird, but we need to do some kind of damage boost plus jump slash in order to get to Zelda without a shield or without the egg. And so we need to do a jump slash, but we skip sword and we skip Deku sticks, and there's only one other thing Child Link can jump slash with. And that's hammer. Wait. Worst guard ever. They're not paid enough anyway. It's okay. They're quiet quitting, yeah. Man. Gave this trick. It sucks there's no real way to do a setup for this, because we got nothing to work with up here, setup-wise. Can't even target a wall. Dude. There we go. We need Lullaby for magic, and kind of for Light Trial. Technically, Lullaby is skippable for Light Trial, but in the context of this run, we probably would not be able to. But regardless, we need it for magic. Did I have a winner's speech prepared? You mean for the streamer awards? No. And for the dome of it, I mean, I don't think I really need a speech for that. My speech was, this is too easy. No. You know what kind of sucks? I made that setup and I tried to combine it into a setup for also the out-of-bounds swim into Zora's Domain to save time. It doesn't actually save time because later on I have to wait at Hyrule Castle anyway. So I could have just YOLO'd it without really doing anything to save time, just go a little bit slower and be the same either way. Could have said finally a real speedrunner won this award and started a bit of drama. Absolutely not. Alright, time to play the diving game. Just kidding. And now we wait. Oh no, I'm gonna miss the scale. The rupees are in the water. They can stay there. What's Beetle's favorite beetle? The energetic rhino beetle. Dude, I knew it was the yellow one. I just forgot the name. I was mad at myself. Thanks, Risa. Buttery Banana Dragon. Dude? Yeah, I always hated Beetle asking for it over and over. Did you know you can push Beetle if you run into him? I knew that because I do that every single time I talk to him. I feel like most people do, right? Everyone always runs into Beetle. If I win the streamer awards next time, can I Hess to the stage and wrong warp away? Yeah, dude, of course. Can I legally play Zelda format of bomb track as my victory tune? I mean, they didn't have like custom music for each streamer when they won the award, right? I don't think so, but hypothetically, I feel like, I mean, it's not gonna get caught by copyright filters, but I feel like they probably wouldn't want to do that either way. Can I be more whimsical? I need tips on being more whimsical. What do I do to be more whimsical? Wear a little propeller head. Okay. No. Where's the frenzy behind the splits? He's right there. For some reason, it's less visible on Twitch depending on your monitor, but it should be easily visible on YouTube. I don't know why. There's some kind of weird difference, but I swear it's there if you're on YouTube or on a certain kind of monitor. No vibrato. It's harder without shield. Poor no having shield. Thanks for the resub, Chozo. Yeah, I don't know why there's a weird difference between YouTube and Twitch for it. It's weird. I could never figure it out. I know it's something to do with HDR, but I don't have any HDR settings on, so I don't know why. Thanks for the resub, Life 4. Specifically the 4th one. Got it. And a best. Just barely ahead. Pace pals are rushing back.